For centuries, humanity has asked the question of its own origin. Conventional science points to evolution, natural selection, and genetic mutation as the drivers of human development. But some researchers, thinkers, and ancient texts suggest a far more extraordinary possibility, that humans were not entirely a product of chance. Evidence from archaeology, genetics, and ancient engineering has fueled speculation that extraterrestrial intelligence may have influenced or even directly created humanity. Mysterious artifacts, unexplained leaps in knowledge, and ancient accounts of gods descending from the stars all hint at intervention beyond Earth. Could our unique intelligence, language, and cultural complexity be the result of guidance or manipulation by beings from another world? This controversial theory is explored in a growing number of studies that examine anomalies in human history, genetics, and ancient construction. Today, we dive into compelling pieces of evidence suggesting that humanity's origin story may be intertwined with alien influence, challenging everything we thought we knew about who we are and where we come from. Unexplained genetic leaps. Human evolution is marked by sudden leaps in cognitive ability, language, and tool making. Geneticists have documented periods where brain development and neural complexity accelerated far faster than gradual evolution would predict. Some scientists argue that these leaps could result from external influence, perhaps via genetic manipulation. Ancient DNA studies reveal mutations that appear to have no clear evolutionary precursor, suggesting a mysterious intervention in human development. Proponents of alien-guided creation theorize that extraterrestrial intelligence may have introduced these changes to accelerate Homo sapiens' rise above other species. The human brain, capable of abstract thought, mathematics, and art, seems to defy purely natural explanations in its sophistication and rapid emergence. While mainstream science attributes these advancements to environmental pressures and social evolution, the possibility of external guidance cannot be completely dismissed. Examining these genetic anomalies raises profound questions about whether humanity's uniqueness is entirely natural or partially engineered. Ancient texts describing beings from the sky, countless ancient civilizations recount encounters with gods or beings descending from the heavens. Sumerian, Egyptian, and Mayan texts describe entities arriving in fire, light, or flying chariots, imparting knowledge to humanity. These accounts often credit such beings with introducing agriculture, architecture, writing, and governance. Skeptics dismiss these stories as myth, allegory, or religious interpretation. However, proponents argue that consistent descriptions across cultures suggest a shared memory of real events. If these beings were extraterrestrial visitors, their advanced technology and understanding could explain humanity's sudden cultural leaps. The texts imply that humans may have been guided, taught, or even created by these visitors, challenging conventional ideas of self-driven evolution. Whether metaphorical or literal, these records contribute to a compelling body of evidence hinting at alien influence in shaping early human civilization. The mystery of human intelligence stands apart from all other species, not only in problem-solving, but in abstract thought, language, and creativity. The sudden emergence of Homo sapiens approximately 300,000 years ago coincides with cognitive abilities that far exceed other hominids. Some researchers note that this rapid development appears inconsistent with slow evolutionary pressures alone. Proponents of alien involvement suggest that external guidance or genetic modification could account for these extraordinary abilities. The ability to imagine, plan, and communicate complex ideas is unprecedented, and no fossil record fully explains the leap. While evolutionary psychology provides plausible explanations, the alternative theory proposes that extraterrestrial intervention might have been the catalyst behind humanity's intellectual rise, offering a provocative lens to reinterpret human evolution and the origins of consciousness itself. ancient megastructures, and engineering feats. Around the world, ancient civilizations constructed structures that challenge modern engineering comprehension. The Great Pyramids of Giza, Stonehenge, and Puma Punku display precision, massive stone placement, and astronomical alignment that some argue surpass the capabilities of their contemporary societies. Mainstream archaeology credits ingenuity, labor, and incremental knowledge, but proponents of alien intervention suggest these feats might indicate guidance from advanced beings. Tools, techniques, and architectural knowledge may have been shared or demonstrated by extraterrestrials to accelerate human civilization. The consistency of advanced engineering across distant cultures raises the possibility of a shared influence. These structures, many of which predate modern science, could represent evidence that humans were taught or assisted by entities possessing knowledge far beyond what should have been achievable at the time. Genetic outliers in the human genome. Modern genomics has revealed unusual sequences in the human genome that appear anomalous. Certain genetic traits do not have clear evolutionary precursors or analogs in closely related species. These anomalies include elements influencing brain development, cognition, and immunity. While many can be explained through mutation or recombination, some suggest that these outliers may be remnants of genetic engineering by an advanced intelligence. Such markers, proponents argue, could be evidence of manipulation or seeding of humanity to ensure survival, adaptability, and intellectual superiority. The debate remains highly controversial, but these unusual sequences encourage scientists to question whether evolution alone accounts for all aspects of human biology. Sudden cultural bursts. Human prehistory shows periods of rapid cultural advancement that appear almost overnight in archaeological records. Art, symbolism, tool-making, and social structures emerge with remarkable sophistication, often with no clear precursors. This pattern suggests an external catalyst or influence accelerating development. Alien intervention theorists propose that these bursts were the result of knowledge transfer from extraterrestrial visitors. By providing guidance, tools, or concepts, these beings could have dramatically shortened the time it took humanity to reach advanced levels of social organization. This perspective provides an alternative explanation for the seemingly abrupt emergence of complex societies, challenging the assumption that such progress was purely incremental and natural. Astronomical knowledge in ancient cultures. Many ancient societies demonstrated precise knowledge of astronomy, celestial cycles, and planetary movements. Cultures like the Mayans, Egyptians, and Sumerians calculated solar years, lunar phases, and planetary orbits with astonishing accuracy. While some attribute this to careful observation over generations, others note that the complexity seems too advanced for the tools and mathematical understanding available at the time. Proponents of alien influence argue that extraterrestrial visitors could have imparted this knowledge, enabling humans to navigate, plan agriculture, and build monumental structures aligned with the stars. Such knowledge could represent a deliberate effort to elevate human capability, leaving behind a legacy of astronomical sophistication unmatched in early societies. Myths of creation across cultures. Creation myths from around the world contain strikingly similar themes: beings from the sky, divine intervention, or humans fashioned with guidance. From the Anunnaki in Sumerian texts to sky gods in Polynesia and Egypt, these stories often depict humans as being shaped, taught, or elevated by higher intelligences. While myths are symbolic, the consistency across continents raises questions about a shared source or historical truth. Could these myths encode memory of real events, such as contact with extraterrestrials who influenced early humans? By examining these stories alongside genetic, archaeological, and cultural evidence, researchers argue that they may contain fragments of truth pointing to humanity's extraordinary origin. These myths, long relegated to legend, may provide indirect but powerful clues supporting the theory that humans were shaped, or created with guidance from beyond Earth. Advanced tools and knowledge transmission. Archaeologists have uncovered ancient tools and artifacts that suggest knowledge beyond what should have been possible at the time. Stone cutting, metallurgy, and construction techniques often display precision and sophistication that defy expectations for the era. Proponents of alien-guided creation argue that these tools may have been taught or inspired by extraterrestrial intelligence, enabling humans to achieve breakthroughs faster than natural trial and error would allow. This transmission of knowledge could explain sudden leaps in technology across distant regions, where similar advancements appear almost simultaneously without direct contact. By providing humans with advanced techniques, these beings could have accelerated development, laying the foundation for civilization. The notion is that such guidance would not just influence survival, but also cognitive and cultural evolution, giving humanity the tools to innovate, organize, and expand rapidly. The artifacts serve as silent witnesses to possible interventions, hinting at a legacy of intelligence and instruction that shaped the early trajectory of our species. Evidence in cave art, cave paintings, and petroglyphs from around the world frequently depict figures and objects that resemble modern interpretations of spacecraft or beings with otherworldly features. While mainstream scholars often classify these as symbolic or spiritual representations, some researchers argue that they may reflect real observations of extraterrestrial visitors. The precision and recurrence of these motifs suggest more than coincidence. Many ancient cultures also depict beings descending from the skies, imparting wisdom or interacting with humans, aligning with the alien creation theory. These artistic records could be interpreted as encoded historical accounts, preserving the memory of encounters with advanced intelligences. By analyzing recurring patterns, symbolic language, and stylistic similarities across continents, researchers suggest that cave art may offer indirect evidence supporting the idea that humanity was influenced or created with external guidance. Such representations invite reconsideration of the role of ancient art as both cultural expression and potential record of historical events beyond Earth. The role of extraterrestrial biology. If humans were influenced or created by aliens, it is plausible that elements of extraterrestrial biology were incorporated into the human genome. Certain anomalies in our DNA, including rapid brain development, bipedalism, and heightened cognitive function, could theoretically be explained as engineered adaptations. Proponents argue that these traits appear too advantageous and specific to have arisen entirely through natural selection in a short evolutionary time frame. Extraterrestrial guidance may have targeted survival intelligence and social complexity, ensuring humanity could thrive and innovate. While controversial, the idea provides a framework for interpreting genetic outliers and unexplained leaps in human development. By considering the possibility of alien biology integrated with early humans, researchers explore a radical but intriguing explanation for why humans became the dominant species on Earth. It challenges the traditional narrative of purely Earth-bound evolution and opens new avenues for understanding the intersection of genetics, intelligence, and potential external influence. Mysterious ancient structures worldwide across continents. Ancient structures defy conventional explanations for their design and construction. Monuments like the pyramids of Giza, Teotihuacan, and Machu Picchu display advanced engineering, precise alignment, and astronomical knowledge that suggest guidance beyond local expertise. Proponents of alien intervention suggest that the builders may have received instruction from advanced beings, either directly or indirectly. The similarity in construction techniques and symbolic motifs across distant cultures raises questions about independent invention versus shared external influence. Such structures often required knowledge of mathematics, astronomy, and materials science that seemed unavailable at the time. This has led some to propose that extraterrestrial visitors may have played a role in shaping not only physical structures, but also cultural and societal organization. If humans were influenced or guided in these monumental projects, it would represent tangible evidence of extraterrestrial involvement in the development of civilization. Technological anomalies in history. Historical records contain descriptions of devices and phenomena that resemble modern technology long before their supposed invention. Examples include ancient accounts of flying machines, advanced weapons, and energy sources that defy conventional explanations. Skeptics dismiss these reports as myth or exaggeration, but proponents of alien influence argue that they may reflect genuine encounters with advanced knowledge. Such anomalies could represent technology transferred or demonstrated by extraterrestrial visitors, influencing human development. If true, these instances would suggest that humanity's progress was punctuated by periodic guidance, providing insight into sudden leaps in capability. Studying these anomalies allows researchers to trace patterns of knowledge transfer and explore the possibility that human innovation has, at times, been catalyzed by beings with superior technology. This perspective challenges the assumption that all historical advancements arose solely from human experimentation and ingenuity. Ancient astronomical alignments. Many ancient sites exhibit remarkable astronomical precision, aligned with solstices, equinoxes, and star positions. From the pyramids to Stonehenge, such alignments suggest knowledge of celestial mechanics far exceeding expectations for the era. While careful observation could explain some precision, the consistency and global distribution of such alignments raise the possibility of guidance from advanced beings. Proponents argue that extraterrestrial visitors could have taught early humans to track celestial movements, enabling agriculture, navigation, and calendar systems. This knowledge transfer would accelerate societal development and facilitate complex civilizations. By integrating astronomy into architecture and culture, early humans may have received both practical tools and symbolic understanding from higher intelligences. These alignments could therefore be viewed as enduring evidence of alien influence embedded in the foundations of human civilization. The enigma of sudden cultural flourishes in multiple regions. Humans experienced rapid bursts of cultural and technological advancement. Cave art, metallurgy, agriculture, and urban planning appear within surprisingly short time frames. Conventional explanations cite environmental pressures or social innovation, but some patterns remain difficult to reconcile with purely incremental development. Advocates of alien involvement suggest that external guidance could account for these sudden leaps, providing knowledge, tools, or concepts that humans then refined and expanded. The global consistency of these bursts indicates that external influence may have played a role in shaping development across continents. Recognizing these patterns encourages reevaluation of human history, emphasizing the possibility that intelligence beyond Earth contributed to the trajectory of civilization. Human myths of star beings. Stories of star beings or sky gods appear in cultures worldwide. The Anunnaki, the Dogon visitors from Sirius, and numerous other myths describe deities or intelligent beings descending from the heavens to guide humanity. These accounts often include instruction in agriculture, writing, governance, and technology. Skeptics interpret them as allegory, but the similarity across geographically isolated societies suggests a common origin or shared experience. If interpreted literally, these myths could represent encoded memories of extraterrestrial influence, reinforcing the theory that humans were guided or even genetically shaped by alien visitors. The prevalence of these narratives highlights humanity's long-standing fascination with the stars and the possibility that our origins are linked to forces beyond Earth. Unexplained artifacts. Across the globe, archaeologists have uncovered artifacts whose function or origin is puzzling. Items like the Antikythera mechanism, ancient batteries, and metallic objects embedded in rock layers appear far ahead of their time, while mainstream explanations suggest misinterpretation or lost knowledge. Some theorists propose these artifacts are evidence of alien influence. They argue that such objects may have been left by extraterrestrial visitors to guide or test human civilization. These anomalies suggest that humanity may have received advanced knowledge intermittently, accelerating technological and scientific progress. By studying these artifacts carefully, researchers hope to uncover patterns that indicate deliberate design or instruction, offering potential proof that humans were not entirely self-created. Their existence challenges assumptions about the limits of ancient human capability and invites reconsideration of the sources of knowledge that shaped early societies. Genetic engineering possibilities. Modern science demonstrates that genetic engineering is possible and can dramatically alter species traits. Proponents of alien-guided creation suggest that advanced extraterrestrial civilizations could have applied similar techniques thousands of years ago. By introducing genetic modifications, they could have accelerated brain development, bipedalism, and adaptability in early humans. Certain unexplained anomalies in the human genome support the idea that external intervention might have occurred. These include sudden mutations associated with intelligence, language, and social behavior that appear too advantageous to be purely random. If true, this would indicate that humans were engineered intentionally to achieve specific traits, enabling them to survive, innovate, and dominate their environment. This perspective challenges conventional evolutionary theory while offering a scientifically plausible explanation for humanity's rapid rise to prominence. Shared knowledge across distant cultures, ancient civilizations, separated by thousands of miles, often exhibit similar architectural, mathematical, and cultural developments. Pyramids in Egypt, Mesoamerica, and elsewhere display common principles, despite no evidence of direct contact. Proponents of alien influence argue that these similarities point to a shared source of knowledge. Advanced beings may have provided instruction to multiple societies, seeding ideas and techniques across continents. This would explain how cultures independently achieved remarkable sophistication in construction, astronomy, and governance. Such widespread similarities defy simple explanations of coincidence or gradual invention. The consistency supports the theory that humans were guided by external intelligence, with knowledge transferred intentionally to ensure civilization flourished. This global perspective highlights the possibility that human progress may not have been entirely organic, but influenced by forces beyond Earth. Evidence in human behavior and cognition also suggest influences that go beyond natural selection. Creativity, abstract thought, moral reasoning, and curiosity are traits that emerge uniquely in humans, far exceeding what is strictly necessary for survival. Some theorists propose that these traits were intentionally cultivated, either through genetic modification or environmental guidance, by extraterrestrial intelligence. The universality of language, art, and ritual practices suggests underlying programming or guidance to develop social cohesion and complex societies. While evolution explains some behavioral aspects, the sudden emergence of uniquely human traits raises questions about whether external intervention played a role in shaping our species. This perspective frames humanity not simply as a product of random mutation, but as a deliberately guided entity with a purpose and potential beyond natural evolution. Alignment of ancient knowledge. Many ancient texts, symbols, and architectural designs align across cultures in ways that seem statistically improbable. Mathematical constants, astronomical cycles, and sacred geometry appear in civilizations with no apparent contact. Proponents of alien influence argue that such alignment suggests a shared source of information, advanced beings providing templates for knowledge and design. These consistencies point to intentional guidance, possibly teaching humans principles of science, mathematics, and cosmology. This evidence strengthens the idea that human advancement was not entirely self-directed, but influenced by external intelligence to achieve sophistication more rapidly than evolution alone could allow. Influence on religion and mythology. Religions often portray deities descending from the sky, teaching humans or guiding civilization. Stories of creation, divine instruction, and cosmic watchers appear in multiple cultures worldwide. Alien theorists suggest that these narratives may be based on encounters with real extraterrestrial beings. The symbolism of gods descending from above, imparting wisdom, or intervening in human affairs could reflect historical memory of alien guidance. These religious accounts may encode practical knowledge, societal rules, or technological instruction provided by advanced visitors. This interpretation reframes mythology as a potential record of external influence rather than purely symbolic storytelling. Evidence in rapid civilization growth. The speed at which human civilizations developed agriculture, writing, and urban centers is remarkable. The Fertile Crescent, Mesoamerica, and other early centers achieved complex societies within centuries. Proponents of alien-guided creation argue that such rapid development is difficult to explain solely through natural human innovation. Intervention by advanced beings, whether through knowledge transfer, technology, or genetic influence, could account for these accelerated milestones. Recognizing this possibility encourages a reconsideration of early human history, highlighting the potential role of external guidance in shaping civilizations. The case for alien creation, when combined, genetic anomalies, advanced ancient structures, rapid cultural advancement, and recurring myths create a compelling case for extraterrestrial involvement in human origins. While the theory remains controversial, the convergence of evidence across disciplines cannot be ignored. DNA analysis, archaeology, anthropology, and mythology collectively suggest that humanity may have been shaped, guided, or even created by alien intelligence. This perspective challenges conventional science and encourages open-minded investigation. Whether through direct intervention, teaching, or genetic engineering, the influence of extraterrestrial beings offers a fascinating framework for understanding why humans developed unique intelligence, culture, and technological capacity. The case is not merely speculative but grounded in observable patterns that defy easy explanation. Ancient knowledge of medicine. Many ancient civilizations demonstrated surprisingly advanced medical knowledge.